Hey, it's me. It's me again. So it is February 5th, 2025, and I was just rambling to myself in the mirror, and I wanted to save this because I feel like I was onto something. I feel like I'm centering because right now I'm in this really, I don't even know exactly what place, but I am trying to identify my core and what I'm about and what I stand for and what I'm meant to be doing here on this earth, right? Because like I just don't feel and I'm let me speak to myself, right? Hi Michael in the future. I hope you're doing well. Right now you're 22 and you work in a elementary school, which is really wild because you hated elementary school. Because you felt like you never really fit in. It was hard to make friends. You got bullied a lot. And you were just kind of like a weird kid who didn't like his extracurricular playing hockey and hated recess because he didn't know like who he was gonna play with or what was gonna happen, and could only really you know all you could really do was just work on school, follow the instructions, I guess. I don't even remember um what my behavior was like, but I'm working in a school right now, and you have been there for about 3 months. November, December, January, February now. But this week has just been I don't know, you're just at this point where it's you're just over it. And it's hard to admit that you just like aren't giving your best right now. And I think part of that I've identified as I feel like a cop. I feel like I'm just don't do that. Stop it. Do you want to go to the principal? Stuff like that, which makes me feel like I don't, it's against my core values to be like an authoritarian, you know? Um, and even with kids, that's not what I'm about. I hated being yelled at as a kid. I hated, I don't know, and part of it is different perspectives, but I don't know, I hated my recess monitors. They were so, and my lunch monitors, I remember her. She was so scary and she was evil. She seemed evil. And but now I kind of get it. I'm we're all just trying to keep the kids safe, And I don't know though. I don't know. It's I don't know. I feel like she still scares me. But of course, in my head, yeah. But just thinking about like my departure from this job, because I think I want to I don't know, tomorrow I'm not going. I'm not going. I I'm gonna go substitute teach, and it's gonna be really nice because I'm just gonna walk like 10 minutes to a different school. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna pay more, and I'll get out at like, when the sun is still up. But I don't know. I think I need a break. I think I need a break from working with kids because they just have been driving me insane. Because a lot of them just don't know when to stop, and they just don't listen. And I feel like it's really overwhelming to, like, I want to be able to, like, care for each student and offer, like, my everything to them. But it's like there's just so many in a day, you know? And, like, I don't know. It's like so much faster to just be like, stop that. I'm not sure if you still understand what I'm talking about. But anyways, I was mainly thinking about, like, when I leave, I want to like give like a card, like a little piece of artwork to everyone when I leave. All the people who I've worked with, like the math teacher whose room we use, the second grade teacher who was just nice to me one day, the security lady, like the principals, the janitors. I just want to give them something nice that says something like, I'm rooting for you. And it's like a drawing of like some stars that I drew while at the school. Um, and I think like the sentiment of I'm rooting for you, trying to like just hold on to this idea of like I care about you and I want the best for you, and I like think that we're in this together. You know? I guess one thing that I've also been thinking about is like how I like need to self-actualize, and I need to like choose to be the best version of me if I ever am going to like be a person of influence, you know? And I mean that from like as an educator's standpoint, right? Like how can I teach people, young people, to be their best selves when I'm not being my best self? And I guess I forget that like I am also still a student of life, of the craft, of like, I don't know, this expanded idea that I'm always piecing together. And I need to remind myself that. So, I don't know. I think I just like need a break. Need a break. So hopefully, I mean, I'm gonna sub tomorrow. I'm gonna sub next week. Different position though. We'll see. I'll be a SECA, special education classroom assistant. Which we'll see. I think that's gonna be a better one-to-one, like POV, but I really don't know if I like have it in me to stay in education right now, or just honestly just like working with children, because of just this like real like burnout, I guess, that like I'm feeling. So we'll see how I feel by the end of the month. I don't know. I'm gonna apply for this like educator position at this gallery, which would be really nice. I want to be in a creative field again, but I think that like kind of brings it back to this idea of like, because I've been watching the Dochi vlogs, the Dochi videos. She's my inspo. She's my everything right now. She's the person of the year. And I have just been thinking about how, like, I really should be the creative person that I'm meant to be, right? And what does that actually mean and look like to me? And like this idea of the cards is actually so important to me because it's like, okay, like I want people to know that like I'm a real person who like, yeah, we've like talked once. Yeah, you don't know me, but we've lived through the past 3 months of like hell. And it feels like I think back about my time at my last job where it's like we like I started that job like as like the like siege on Gaza started, right? And like we like lived through that like unfolding, and like we still live through it now. But like the ways in which like me and my like one of my coworkers would just talk about interview like why isn't anyone else talking about this, and like how are we expected to like live and work right now and like move through this. And the fact that like I don't know, that was like an interesting place that was kind of stressful, but like I it's like we all like experienced that together, and that like bound us in a way, you know. And I don't think it's like for some people they probably never even thought of it, and maybe they don't even think of themselves as like bound in any regard, right? But the point I'm trying to make is that like the people who we meet in any moment and the people who we spend time with, it's like I've talked more to, you know, my coworkers and the people, the staff of that school, more than I've talked to like my mom and my dad, you know, at least in the past 3 months. And it's like the way that we like are literally here for each other. It's like at the end of the day, we all show up um for the kids, but also for each other, you know? And so that's what I'm trying to like ground us in by like producing something that honors the fact that like I like that cuts through the day-to-day crap and is like I genuinely want us to be better. You know, I genuinely want us to like heal every wound, and like I like I want to like, and like you and I, like we might not be able to admit all of our vulnerabilities right now. Like we might not be able to unravel right now. We might not be able to like acknowledge that, but I will for us, you know? And I'll build that space when you're ready to come and receive that and bask in it. Um because I get it, you know, like we put our blinders on and we like do the day to day, and we show up in the ways that we feel that like we can, you know. But I don't know, I just like it's not that we always need to be best friends where we need to agree about everything, you know. Um, I don't know. I just genuinely want people to know that, like, I don't know, I'm here and I'm thinking about them and I'm rooting for them, you know. But I don't know. I guess my next step is to keep reading this book and try to unlock my like creative potential and be the best person I can be. But yeah, I don't know. I think as a creator in this world, my destiny is to connect with others and to honor their light, perspective, darkness, lens, honor our connection, you know, honor the ways in which we come together and we make this place better. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's that. I feel like I'm gonna. I don't know. 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 Okay. Bye. I love you.